MotoGP, just like most motorsports, has been evolving at a rapid pace. One of the big components of modern MotoGP is the onboard electronics. Retired world champion Casey Stoner has offered a few controversial views regarding this on the Fastlane podcast. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Casey Stoner blasts current generation for relying too much on electronics. Stoner started off by calling out the current generation of riders. I feel that this generation has lost a little understanding of what takes place on a weekend. If you're trying to protect your tyres, if you're trying to set up your bike for the long run, etc., because there is so much electronic stuff now. He then explained why. I like to call it Band-Aid. It's not the real way to fix things. That's not what goes on underneath. He elaborated further by comparing the methodology of the current riders to that of his own back in the day. When I was a rider, I was always fighting against my engineers to get rid of as much of the electronics as I could from the free practice sessions or in the test to really try to understand what was going on with the bike and underneath. Today, they continue to put more and more electronics, and that is really sticking a band-aid on top, and that is really trying to fix the outer layer, the crust, and not really fixing the issues underneath. He signed off by singling Ducati out. I think that is something that Ducati has failed over these years. It is why they haven't won a championship since I was out. Whether they take it or not is because they keep pouring stuff on. Fast feed. Aprilia's Maverick Viñales feels that he could have been on the podium in Aragon. I fell behind. I'm a little disappointed. This race was very important for me as last year I was slow here and this year I felt very, very fast. But then there were a lot of technical problems, misunderstandings, and that's something I don't like because I'm always trying my best. Gresini's Enea Bastianini thinks that his bike is very similar to Pecco's and it depends on the style of riding. I'm stronger in corner entry, but Pecco has a lot of speed in corners. And I think that's the difference, but I think we both brake very strongly. Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia agreed that they both brake a lot. I brake harder in the first part and then he releases the brake more and is better on the entry. I have more cornering speed. The traction is great, but we are more or less the same. Honda's technical manager Takeo Yokoyama explained that they have made a radical change in the bike from 2021 to 2022. You can see that. Obviously, we realize that actually some things have gone the way we expected and some things are not working the way we expected. So, we have to make some kind of combination for next year. We will not completely stick with what we are doing now, but we will not go back to the previous concept. Is Maverick Viñales too inconsistent? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.